The first step of understanding how to write an MLA style essay is understanding how to format an MLA style essay. This brief video is going to walk you through the steps to correctly format your MLA style essay every time and get it right from the very beginning. So the first thing we need to do is open your word processing system. I am using Word 2013. If you have an earlier version, it might look a little bit different, but the functions are still there, so you need to be able to locate those. But in this particular version of Word, we have ribbons here at the top with all of our different options. So with a blank page, this is where we start. The first thing we will need to do is to adjust our spacing. And the best way to do this all in one fell swoop is to go up to your paragraph tab here. In the lower right corner, click that arrow, and this brings up our new window, the indents and spacing window. Please make sure that your indentation at your left and right are at 0. Your special is set at none, and the spacing is set to before and after 0, 0. You also will need to change this from multiple to double spacing. The default setting for most Word documents has 6 points or 12 points in your before or after, and this is set at multiple. You need to clear these and set them at 0 and set this at double. This will clear up any extra spaces between paragraphs and make sure that you are following the guidelines correctly. Once you have everything set at 0 and your line spacing set at double, you can click OK and you're good to go. The second step after setting your spacing options is changing your font. The default font for most word processing systems is Calibri. I have set mine for my personal writing at Garamond 12. So for my professional writing, I need to go up to my font box, change this from Garamond to Times New Roman. It's already set at 12, which is the appropriate size for the Times New Roman font according to the MLA guidelines. This changes, therefore, the font and size for the rest of the paper as I type it, the body of the paper. But before we can get to the body of the paper, we need to address the header. This is the area where your page numbers and your last name appear. In order to access that header, the easiest way to go about doing that is move your arrow, your mouse cursor, a few spaces up and double click. This will open your header option at the top here and also open a new tab of header and footer tools. The first thing we will need to do once we've got this open is insert our page number. So go over to your left, choose page number, the drop down box, hit top of the page, plain number 3. In MLA style, the page numbers are always at the top right of the page. Now once it automatically inserts your page numbers, you will not have to worry about page numbers from here on out. The system will do it for you. From here, now you need to put your last name. So you start typing your last name and you put a space. Now if you notice, if you're looking closely, both the number and my name is in a different font. This is because when we changed the font in the body, we did not adjust the font in the header. So what we need to do is highlight everything that we have typed. You have a dialog box that's opening here that offers you the option to change your font. So go ahead and change the font to Times New Roman, and we're 12. If for some reason your box does not open immediately, you can go back to your home tab and change it manually here. So once you've got your name and your page numbers in Times New Roman 12, your header is set. You should not have to fool with it for the rest of the essay. To move your cursor down to the body of the paper, double click, and you're now at the first line. So far we've set up our double spacing options, gotten rid of the pesky extra spaces, set up our font at Times New Roman 12, and we have set up our header. Now we need to set up our name header. Now the name header appears in the body of the essay and only on page 1. This section includes your identifying information. Here is where you would type your first name, followed by your last name. Hit enter and notice the double spacing is in effect. So from here, after your name, you type your professor's name. Hit enter, and here you type your course with the section number. This will help your instructor correctly identify you with the section in which you are enrolled. Make sure that you include both pieces of information. The fourth line in your name header is the date. And this is the date the paper is submitted, not the day the paper was assigned or the date of a rough draft. It's the date the paper was submitted. From here you hit enter one more time, and this is the line for the title. And as we all know, titles are centered, so we go back up to our paragraph option, hit centered, and now our title is centered. Note that the title is the same size, style, and font as the rest of the essay. It is not larger, it is not italicized, it is not bolded, it's not underlined. It is the same style as everything else. From title, you hit enter again. We adjust our spacing to align left, and now we can start typing the body of our essay. Because we have set our spacing, the indentation spacings to 0, we will hit our tab button, and that will take us over 1/2 inch, so it aligns with the 1/2 inch hashtag on the ruler option. It's not 5 spaces, it's not 3 spaces, it's 1/2 inch. It needs to be able to be distinguished. So from here we start typing our first line. The first line of your correctly formatted MLA style essay should look like this. From here, you can type your essay knowing and being very comfortable in the knowledge that you are following correct and current MLA style guidelines. Happy writing!